Welcome to Quack and Co, the board game channel where every video is 10 minutes or less guaranteed
or double your money back.
Today, we're talking about Dungeon Brah, a brand new game currently available over on Kickstarter right now. They've already raised 10 grand.
Yeah.
They've already funded. They've got 300, 400 backers.
Amazing.
For a small box title. We are excited to be showing it off to you. This is from Sky Castle Studios. I believe it is a first-time little indie publisher, although I'm not entirely sure, both because I haven't double-checked and because the artwork's so fantastic and the card design and layout is so clean and concise. I honestly could see this coming from a high-standard studio or professional.
Agreed, the artwork is pretty awesome.
I've seen big productions not look as clean and good as this game.
Very true.
So, Wes Todd.
Yes.
In this video, we are going to be talking about Dungeon Brah. What is this game and how does it play?
So basically, we are adventurers, and we are doing our best to go through this dungeon with ourselves, not our brahs.
No.
And we're fighting a wonderful person named Kevin. And Kevin is terrible.
Do you know where the fan lore from Kevin comes from?
I think it's like Kevin, from Home Alone.
It could be.
And, we're just trying to find Kevin.
I like to imagine, because Kevin is really a Cthulhu cat-type creature, I like to imagine that Kevin is actually the creator's kitten itself.
That is a cat?
Yeah, that is 100%.
Yeah,
it's 100% a Cthulhu cat.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Cursed Idol, also very kitten-like.
Very kitten-like,
So, I have a feeling that it's got to be related to that. Either way, we're going to be diving into this dungeon. We're going to be exploring, gathering weapons, establishing world events, which are side rules that change how the game is played, slowly piecing weapons together so you can actually build up your personal arsenal.
Absolutely.
Equipping various different magical items, like, for instance, you're carrying Shelly's stash, and I have Brad's jockstrap attached to my beautiful Florence, the knower of all.
And I have Grogut the Lawless.
Yeah, it almost seems like Florence...
You should have Shelly's stash, probably.
Well, I don't know about that. It does seem like Brad's jockstrap was specifically made for Gorgut the Lawless.
Yes.
I have to say, Florence, while she's okay with it, does feel moderately uncomfortable by the fact that it is what we can assume the face of a boar ripped off where your appendage is supposed to fit into the nostril socket.
Ask me about my wiener.
I'm proud of the term nostril socket.
Nostril socket is pretty impressive.
I'm proud of that. So, we are going to be diving into the dungeon. You're going to be drawing a card. You're going to be trading with the marketplace here. If you happen to draw one of Kevin's minions,
then you must fight him.
You're going to be fighting them head to head. That means you either are discarding cards from your hand, taking them out and gaining a treasure, or
you could banish.
Slowly losing health. You could also banish. That's definitely one of the options that you have. You're going to win the game one of a few ways. Either by defeating and conquering Kevin, gathering enough of Kevin's treasure, which means you've defeated enough of his minions, because every time you beat one, you gain a treasure card.
That's correct.
Or, is there a third way?
No, I think, actually, even if you kill Kevin, you still have to keep going. You have to have the loot.
I was speaking confidently, Wes.
You were
on top of that,
very confidently. You have to give 4 loot.
I like lists of 3, though, Wes.
Okay, so you can conquer Kevin. You can conquer Kevin's minions. You can get loot and then turn loot back in for more treasures.
Oh.
And that's list of 3.
That is one of the ways you do.
The only way to win is 4 of Kevin's loot.
Yeah, so all jokes aside, if you're watching this to see if this is a game that you should be interested in, there's some highs and lows. There's some things that are compelling about this game, and I genuinely mean that. One of the things that is currently needs to be refined is, I was going to say, the rulebook itself.
Oh yes, please grab the rulebook. If you are over the age of 18, it's a little, maybe 19.
It's very
small writing.
Very concise. It's very concise.
Very concise, but very small writing.
But it also left us with a few questions that we're still seeing to get resolved. For instance, we would love a way to be able to cycle the resource market here.
Yes, 100%. It gets very stale very quickly.
And there could be a way to do that. We just have not seen one.
Wasn't necessarily listed in the rulebook yet.
And along with that, if you draw one of Kevin's minions, you are personally engaged with it. There are a few that have text that kind of change up that equation.
Correct.
However, we were wondering if there's a way to hop into that battle or collaborate a little bit more, or there are some take that elements, but maybe relish those take that elements.
It's very singularly focused during your turn. It's your turn. You
of
do
gaining
your
weapons,
thing.
adding stash, and then slowly going head to head.
Agreed.
That being said, beyond those degrees of nitpicks, I love the art and the aesthetic of the game.
It's beautiful.
I think it's got
really is well
a
done.
lot of cool inside humor. It's got it's got a little bit of like, potty humor.
A little bit, some adult themes.
Which is fun as well. The artwork and the aesthetic is amazing. The graphic design and layout is super professional.
It looks extremely well done. Well laid out, well thought out, well planned. Like all of that stuff looks really good.
And then when it comes to the gameplay itself, at a higher player count, you actually have more cycle when it comes to like what's happening on the tableau here. It was mostly at 2 players where we felt like we were a little stagnated in our own personal turns. And so from my perspective, a little bit more agency for player interaction into the actual market of the game would be wanted at lower player counts, but at higher player counts, this is a fun little not skirmish, but a fun little take-that-esque game where you get to build a cool character, go on a little RPG adventure, have some crazy art, see some cool combinations, and laugh and have fun.
Yeah.
I don't put it at much of a higher weight than like some of the other party-style games that we have.
Yeah.
But I was and have enjoyed pulling this off the shelf and sitting it on the table.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for something to play kind of in between sessions or you only got 20 or 30 minutes to knock something out, I think you can easily do that. With higher play counts, maybe it'd be 35, 40 minutes. But even then, you only need to defeat the monsters 4 times to get the loot. It's not going to be an all-day affair or anything along those lines. It's a nice time filler.
I'm going to be honest, like, from my side of things, if you're watching this because you're interested in Dungeon Brah, I kind of say back it.
Yeah.
I really do. Indie creator, doing cool things, really, really great production on this.
It really, seriously, the artwork is amazing.
And the gameplay is fun with a few questions that are still outstanding from our side, which could totally be our fault.
Yeah, and it even says in the rulebook things are being updated, subject to change, so this is not the final copy. So
yeah. I think it's worth picking up. I genuinely mean that. Any other like highs and lows, best and worst? We've already kind of gone over it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the artwork is probably my favorite high.
Okay.
And I also like a lot of the innuendo thematic concept of it. I think that alone makes it even more fun to play because it's engaging in that way.
I think the best for me is I really do enjoy. There's some turns where the worst is going to be there's some turns where I don't do much beyond draw a card and hope that I get what I'm looking for.
Yep.
The best for me is going to be there are moments in the game where I really do enjoy being able to pair up a few actions together. Hunt the deck for an item, that item triggers, and I'm able to place that down in my tableau. Suddenly I have a wooden spoon of doom. That spoon of doom ups my stats that allows me to then take out a creature the next time I face off against one of Kevin's minions. That gives me a treasure. That treasure triggers a cool, powerful ability.
Yeah.
I think that's why I want more of that stuff, because there's a lot of cool things in here, and the fact that some of the turns end up with me just searching the deck means that I'm not always taking part in some of the cool, crazy little special abilities or in-game effects that are available. And those in-game effects and those special abilities are a lot of fun when you get to use them.
They are, 100%.
So,
Dungeon Brah.
Final verdict. Cause I don't know if that's what we do on this channel.
Yeah,
we're still figuring out this channel.
Yeah.
But final verdict is hey, if you're watching to this point, go back it.
3 ducks
stop.
up.
Yeah, stop. Go.
Just
do it.
Have fun. Why are you still watching?
No, I mean,
this is.
We didn't need to tell you. Like, we're telling you what you already know. You're interested.
Yeah. If you're watching this, you already think it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it looks cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're confirming.
It's worth your change.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's got good stuff going on.
Good times.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Worth checking out.
Dungeon Brah.
I mean that. I don't like puns, though. You like puns. You like puns much more than me.
The puns are pretty great. Jackie Moonbags. I mean, come on. That's pretty funny.
Hung Low the Enchanter.
Yeah.
We have Brad the Well Endowed.
Yeah.
Fiona the Furious or Furious.
Furious.
We have Gerhard Trash Hands. We have Shelley the Heavy-Handed.
Dazzlin' Daryl, who is less than dashing.
Luzu Long Wand. And we have Dashing Daryl as well, who is also
so dashing, but not so dashing.
You Unshaved. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.